Hey, what's up everyone? Monado Max here, and today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack. Now, this has been a very controversial topic because it was a major price increase for Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis at the time. I don't even know if they even said they were going to add more stuff. The way Nintendo announced that thing wasn't the greatest because yeah, but it was $50 a year compared to the $20 a year with your regular Nintendo Switch Online membership. Now, Nintendo did give the option for you to still have either subscription if you didn't want to pay the $50 a year. However, Nintendo fans were very upset because that is a pretty big price increase for N64, which was probably one of the most requested systems on the Nintendo Switch when Nintendo started doing this whole Nintendo Virtual Console Online with NES, Super Nintendo, like add-on features to the Nintendo Switch Online service. But since then, the value of the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack has actually grown. We've seen things such as the Animal Crossing New Horizons DLC be added as a bonus if you had this expansion pack, which I believe is $25 right now on the eShop. And then we've also seen the brand new Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Battle Pass DLC be added as another bonus, which is again another $25 DLC, which if you have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is an online game, and you want to get that DLC, I guarantee you, if that wasn't on there, a lot of these people that had the Nintendo Switch Online would have bought that DLC. So there's a lot of value just to have that right there. And then they recently just announced a few days ago that Splatoon 2, the Octo expansion, is coming to the expansion pass. It's available right now. So if we add those three things and the expansion pack, that's $75 of value right there, excluding all the virtual console games we're getting like Sega Genesis, N64, NES, Super Nintendo. And those games are being updated regularly. They are still adding NES, Super Nintendo games onto the service, which a lot of people thought Nintendo was going to be done with that since they got new systems. So if we add all of that, the value of the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, it's already there. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be talking about the online servers, and the servers are not great. However, I do think there is a general misconception of the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, or the service just in general. I think, and I don't want to get people mad here, but somebody needs to say this. I think a lot of people think if you buy this service, your internet's going to be 10 times better. While the servers, Nintendo has a major issue with that, I totally agree. I think, again, we've seen so many people buy this thinking they'll be able to play their games smoothly now with friends and there'll be no issues, because when it was free there was those issues, and if you pay it's going to improve everything, when the reality is you're using McDonald's Wi-Fi. There is a lot of people, and I think a lot of the complaints of the service comes from people that play Smash Bros, which if you know Smash Bros players, a lot of the times they don't have good internet. I'm not trying to make fun of people's internet, but a lot of people don't have good internet. Internet's really expensive. People bought this thinking it's going to improve their online. This doesn't improve your online. You just get access to playing games online. Nothing can improve your internet on that. And I know that's like one of the major complaints of the service is you're paying more to get more, but the servers are still the same. The servers are still awful, no doubt. But again, we got to go back to the points of people buying this service thinking it's going to improve their internet. And not to mention, in terms of value, there's more leaks coming out about the service. There's this whole Game Boy Color, regular Game Boy Advance games coming to the online service. The emulator's already leaked, so that's probably coming out this year. If you ask me, it's probably going to be around September. A lot of people are thinking it's going to come out sooner though, since we're already seeing it being used. I don't know. I think it's going to be good to see that on the service whenever it comes out. If Nintendo could somehow get Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Emerald, the GBA Pokemon games, that would be a major statement to this service for people to actually end up liking a lot. I know a lot of people that will pay $50 a year just to play Pokemon Fire Red again on the Switch, especially with the online capabilities of this game. We're already seeing Pokemon Pinball being one of the games that will be a part of the service, so we'll have to see. and again, it is a leak, so leaks aren't automatically true, but there's footage of this, a lot of proof going into this. Not to mention, we knew Game Boy and Game Boy Color was coming to the Switch at some point, because when the N64 stuff got leaked, the Game Boy and Game Boy Color stuff also got leaked at the same time. So we knew this was happening. There's some things you could talk about if it's still worth it or not worth it at all. That, you know, you're gonna be losing out on these DLCs whenever you cancel your service. And if you're somebody that is buying a lot of DLC, likes to own it, I can understand why that would be a valid complaint. I think that is a very good complaint, that you don't really own the DLC, you only own it when you have the service. I think that is a valid complaint. There's not really a way out of that. I mean, a lot of other services like PlayStation Plus, Xbox Gold, when you got their free games, you had them, you owned them when you had your service. So, I mean, this is just a normal thing with other gaming companies when they do their online services. I see the complaint. I think it's a very valid complaint, though. But if we could take all the virtual console stuff alone without putting the online aside, virtual console plus the DLC, you've already got your $50 a year. And again, people will still complain. And this brings me to another point. Nintendo fans suck at complaining. I'm sorry. I know so many of my friends, they talk so much trash about the service. 2 days later, they said, hey, let's go ahead and get the family pack. And I'm like, you're complaining about the service, but still getting the service. I know so many people that did this. And no, you guys suck at complaining. If you guys want Nintendo to improve on stuff, you should have stuck with your regular Nintendo Switch Online membership. This goes for everyone. This goes to the people that complain about Skyward Sword HD being $60. You guys complained about that game being $60, but you still bought the game anyways. I don't know what it is with the Nintendo community, because Nintendo is the only one that gets away with this stuff. PlayStation and Xbox, when somebody makes like a ridiculous priced game, I don't know how, but the fans don't buy the game. Nintendo, if they put Skyward Sword HD, if they made, I don't know, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse HD for $60 when the game launched for $50, people are going to complain about it being $60, but still buy the game anyways. This happened with Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze when it came to the Switch. It was $50 on the Wii U, $60 on the Switch, games sold like crazy. The Switch online service is probably selling like crazy because Nintendo fans suck at complaining. So at the end of the day, if you guys want something to get better, you need to stop buying this stuff. Like, I am so frustrated by so many people that ended up complaining about the Switch online service with the expansion pack, with how expensive it was, all of that. Still bought it anyways. They still bought it anyways. Nintendo fans are, dude, I don't know how to say this, but look at the history of PlayStation, Xbox. I don't understand what Nintendo has done, how you guys just continuously buy their stuff if they do something stupid, or if you complain and still buy it anyways. Like, it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. I think the question at the end of the day is the value there for the Nintendo Switch online service. It depends how you look at the service, what you're wanting it out of, if you have good internet or not. If you have good internet, the service is great. I truly believe that is a great service. If you don't have good internet, you probably want to look at the $20 a year. I would not do the $50 a year, because you are getting N64, Sega Genesis, a lot more DLC, which it looks like we're going to continuously get more and more DLC added to the Nintendo Switch expansion part, because we saw Splatoon, we saw Mario Kart, we're seeing Animal Crossing. If Nintendo just randomly decides to be like, hey, you guys are going to get both of the fighter passes from Smash Bros. As a part of the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, it is very hard to not say that that service is not worth it at that point, because that DLC alone, to get both of the fighter passes, that's $55 right there. You can't make that complaint that the value isn't there. So if you ask me, $50 a year is worth it if you have the good internet. Not to mention, if you look at the prices of PlayStation Plus, that's $60 a year. If you look at the prices for Xbox Gold, I believe that's $60 a year. But I've also seen them, I think, merge it with Xbox Game Pass. At one point they were going to do that. I don't know exactly off the top of my head what the yearly service of that is. But all the other companies do the exact same thing. So I don't understand why Nintendo's the one that gets the most hate on this. I think one of the reasons why Nintendo got so much hate on this is because they used to have their service for free when the Switch first came out. It was like a trial run, and then when the Wii U, you'd have to pay for online. I think that's another thing that people aren't used to when it comes to Nintendo, is paying for online. For me, my opinion, the Nintendo Switch online service is worth the $50 a year. The expansion pack. The expansion pack is worth it. I want to know what you guys think, though. I want to hear some good criticism here. I like talking about this topic. I want to know, though, did you end up buying the service? If you're one of the people that's going to complain in the comments, or not complain, criticism, you know, it's debate. I like debating in the comments. If you're going to debate me in the comments, I want in the comment to know if you bought this service or not. I think that needs to be known. I know a lot of my friends that bought the service, and I know some probably will comment on this, so I will know if you got the service or not. So, anyways, guys, I know I got a little frustrated in there, but the Nintendo community just really make sure to backslash that subscribe button. Like the video. Check out my Twitter. Check out my Instagram. Check out my Twitch. Check out the podcast that I am a part of. Did I say check out my Twitter? I think I did. I always mess up this outro because we have so many things that I have to shout out now that it's quite embarrassing now, because I think I've done this like almost every video now. So it is what it is. You guys have yourselves a good one. I really am looking forward to seeing the comments of this video. It's gonna be an interesting video. I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace.